Yo, what up guys? Welcome back to Sneaker Stories. As always, I'm your host Chris Jack. Today, another early review as promised. Was expecting to get the low Travis Scott Fragment Air Jordan 1s. And without further ado, let's check them out. Alright, so some of you guys might have seen on the channel already, did an early look at the Travis Scott Fragment Jordan 1 highs in the military blue and white colorway. If you haven't watched that review already, you can go back and check it on the review playlist right here on Sneaker Stories. First things first, I know these are early pairs. There's no real way to tell if they are 100% real. As I said in the previous review of the highs, I do trust the source of this. It comes literally from the top of guys who get their hands on things like this early. So shout out to Cape Cakes as well for arranging us to get a pair here, or both of these pairs actually, for review on Sneaker Stories. So with that said, take it as you will, see it how you like. It's definitely a shoe that I think is the retail version now. It seems that we're getting closer and closer to a potential release of both the lows and the highs coming a little bit later this year. Now the lows seem to definitely be the better of the two colorways, at least from the photos, and now kind of having seen both of them in hand, immediately I'm drawn a little bit more to the lows than I was originally to the highs, just with the sort of color blocking that those provided, with just so much white going on that shoe. Yeah, they've broken it up a little bit more, like maybe inspired colorway wise from the actual sort of Air Jordan 1 Royal, the Fragment versions, the super famous pair, at least with the sort of black toe kind of color blocking and things like that on it. And there's just some other changes which we'll get into on the shoe, which I think really just take this collaboration that much further and just draw all the different colorings together. Now I'm going to start off with the outsole over here. It is the identical outsole you're getting on the highs and midsoles for that matter, both done in a royal blue, and then you've got this sort of off-white creamy yellowish sail color throughout the midsole and tonal stitching to match. Now where I really love the lows is that over here on the highs you have this black leather reverse swoosh, this sort of iconic standout point for the Travis Scott collaborations. Here they've gone with the same sort of tonal coloring, matching the midsole and matching the laces and tongue coloring, which we'll get to in a bit. For me, it just kind of links the bottom of the shoe to the top of the shoe. I don't know, something really just works incredibly well for me on this coloring. Now the rest of the panels here around the eyelets and around the toe guard over there are done in a flat black. The leather quality that's used on the lows, I know I went on it forever on the highs of how good the tumbled leather and the thickness and just the feeling you got from the highs is. They've used a different leather here in the lows. It is a flat leather, but it does still feel super premium, if that makes any sense. Like, not all tumbled leather is premium leather. These just do feel like they are a slight cut above the rest of what I'm used to seeing on Jordan 1 lows. Now when it comes to the touch of it, it is very, very soft. It just like, there's something about it. I don't know if it's just in my head, but they do definitely feel like just a step up on quality level when it comes to the actual leather material itself. Towards the toe box here, they've kept that completely white. On the highs, it was done in blue, and then you've got the standard perforations throughout. Now moving into the laces, this is what I absolutely love. They have provided a slightly thinner set of waxy laces here, just giving a bit more of a premium feel to the shoe. It's kind of ringing bells with like the Dior Jordan lows. They had a similar sort of width and like waxy lace that came with that particular pair. If you're not feeling the sort of cream coloring on here, they also give you two other sets of laces, a pink set and a blue set as well. So if you want to bring in some of those colors, I did speak about it in the highs. The reason for the pink was that it matched up with the interior stash pocket coloring, or lining at least, so it's sort of linking towards that. However, on this pair, I don't see any other pink areas, at least that I'm aware of at this stage. And then just opening up the laces just a little bit for you so you guys can see the tongue. The tongue design over here is the standard sort of nylon tongue, but you do have the hit of the Fragment design logo on the left shoe, and I think the Cactus Jack one here just done in black and red on the right shoe. So that's pretty much matching up absolutely perfectly with how the tongues on the high versions were done over here. And then swinging around into the heel section of the shoe, for the next head of branding, you've got the Air Jordan sort of wings logo that's embroidered there. This is on the right shoe and the heel on a black leather overlay. The embroidery obviously done in white, and then just below that you've got that Fragment design, sort of lightning bolt logo, which has been debossed in there in black. And if you haven't guessed already, on the left shoe, you've got the Cactus Jack embroidery done in white on the black heel tab at the top. And then just below that, a slightly reworked Cactus Jack smiley face logo thing, whatever you want to call that guy. And then just flipping into the medial side of the shoe, slightly more traditional, or definitely more traditional swoosh over here, just done in a flat black leather. And then set just behind the swoosh on that white quarter panel there, you do have the Cactus Jack branding, how they kind of just like sublimate that. They've done it on all the other Air Jordan 1 highs and things like that that we've seen before. And then the tooling codes that have been printed here on the medial side of the shoe. So some of those earlier sample pairs had it on the exterior of the shoe. So it seems like for the release pairs like this one, they are putting that on the medial side, and that's basically, I think it's pretty much the same as what you're getting, pretty much almost identical, slight difference in the coding, probably between highs and lows, I guess, but just Travis Hiroshi tooling codes printed there. Now the interior of the shoe is just standard Air Jordan 1 construction. This is done in a blue mesh. I think it's pretty much military blue if I'm not mistaken, and the same goes for the insoles of the shoe. I'm not going to take them out because they are pretty much glued in there. Also done in military blue with the Nike Air black branding in the heel. Now from a sizing perspective, I would just suggest taking your standard Jordan 1 low size. If you guys don't know what that is, you can always try on a general release pair in store if you have the opportunity to do so. Otherwise, you're welcome to come past Story Cape Town and check out some of the other Jordan 1 lows that we've got if you're having trouble finding a size or whatever it is. But yeah, as it stands, no official release date for this pair or actual pricing information, but I would imagine them to be like pretty similar to past collaborations that we've seen from a pricing point of view. But that's pretty much it for this early look at the Air Jordan 1 Low Travis Scott and Fragment collaboration. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. It's been a huge honor to see both of these shoes here this early in the game. And as mentioned at the beginning of this review, if you're only watching from now for some reason, obviously I can't like completely authenticate that these are the actual retail pairs, but I'm 99.9% confident that they are. But that's it for today, guys. If you have enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe right here for more content reviews, early unboxings, and the likes down the line. But that is all for today, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.